Yo, what's up, guys? I know it's been a while. I've been gone for about 3 months, but if you're tuning back in, welcome back. If you guys are new to the channel, welcome to Illumica. My name is Dom. Before we get into today's video, I want to go over some things. You guys don't want to hear me blab. I guess I'll put a timestamp where you can skip to, so you guys can just skip to the working on the E30. But as you can see, we're in a new location. I bought a car storage department, and the reason why I did that was to get off of working on the street. This gives me the peace of mind to keep it jacked up and get right back to it the next day. And my first tip of the year, if you guys are like a weekend warrior like I am, I would say invest in your resources. And what I mean by that is like something like this, something like a garage where you can go to and put all your tools in, lock it up afterwards and feel safe. Invest in your tools. You don't need expensive tools, especially if you're a weekend warrior. You just need a decent set. Like my first set was a Power Torque set. It was like $80, and it came with like 100 something pieces. But I still use it to this day, and it's been good ever since. And it comes with a lifetime warranty. Not sponsored, by the way, but also invest in Harbor Freight. Harbor Freight's quality has went super way up from when they first started, and they're not bad at all. I mean, only time you need high quality tools if you're doing this every day, if you're working on cars every single day. I mean, yes, there's exception where it comes to time where you need specialty tools for each car, but other than that, you don't really need to spend that much. Just invest in yourself, and even if it's a friend, ask a friend if they have engine hoist or engine stand, or if they have just tools that you can borrow from every now and then. And I guess that's my first tip of the 2020 is invest in your resources before you even touch a project car, or even if you have one just sitting, just invest in your resources, build your tools up. As you can see, the E30 is still down. Been gone for a while because she has been in the shop and they just didn't do anything. They said they were gonna work on it, and they just didn't get to it. And that's what I mean by investing in your resources. And they have the tools where they can drop the tank. I don't know if you can see it, but they have the tools where they can drop the tank faster than I could. But they didn't. Nothing was changed. All they did was a tune-up. And the car was already tuned up. So it is what it is. We're moving forward. We're gonna get this thing running. Sorry, I had footage of me dropping the fuel cell from the E30, but it's such a tight space, and I do record on my GoPro, and it's a GoPro Hero 7 Black, and it doesn't have the, what the 8 has. It doesn't have the attachment where you can flip it and see yourself, but I do have another camera, which I'll be using. So I'm gonna show you what I did to drop the fuel cell from the E30, and in the next episode we'll be cleaning out everything. Once I show you the steps that I took to take out the fuel cell. I'm going to finish taking out the intake manifold and popping the injectors out. In the next episode, I'll show you what I'm doing to clean out all the bad gas that was sitting for 4 years and cleaning out the gunked up injectors. So without further ado, I appreciate all you guys, and just thank you for watching. And it's gonna get better, like I always say, it's gonna get better. And 2020, I got a lot in store for you guys, so I hope you guys join me on this journey. And there's some amazing things there is amazing things coming on the way. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the process of dropping the fuel cell. And yeah. So the first thing you want to do before you even go underneath the undercarriage and start taking things apart is you want to take out your internal fuel pump, disconnect any electrical connectors, and then connect any fuel hoses. Once that's done, you can go underneath the undercarriage. So once you guys got the internal fuel pump and the hose disconnected, you want to come underneath the car, and the first thing that's going to be in your way is the exhaust system. As you can tell, mine is just laying here. I'll talk to you guys about that. So just to show you guys why part of my exhaust system is just laying there, I had trouble disconnecting the bolts that made the exhaust manifold to the flex pipe. So after you got the fuel pump out, hose disconnected, electrical connectors disconnected, you want to come underneath the undercarriage. The first thing that's going to be in your way is the exhaust system. So my system looks like it's aftermarket, so our setups might be different, but mine connects in two places: the header to the flex pipe, then it comes down to the catalytic converter, and then it has a flange. The flange connects to the resonator pipe. I'm kind of squishing my head. It's tight in here. It connects to the resonator, and then leads all the way to the muffler tip. So I believe at the flanges it was 14mm bolts on mine, and the rest was just rubber hangers that I had to take off. After the exhaust system is out the way, your next part is your drive shaft. The thing in the middle that's bearing is my carrier bearing, and what that does is just hold both the front drive shaft and the rear shaft together, and helps it from rapidly spinning out of control. And it just does what this name says. It just carries it in between, in the middle. It just holds the weight that's in the middle. And so the next thing will be your drive shaft, and the front's going to be connected to the guibo, which mates the front of the drive shaft to the transmission. And all that is a flex plate that pretty much just helps transition the torque between the transmission and the drive shaft. As you can see, I have some white marks to the guibo. The reason why you want to do that is because these are weighted. As you can see right here, this is a weight. So they are weighted. So you need to know the orientation on which you pulled it out from. That way when you put it back in, it doesn't off spin. Because if you do put it in the wrong way and it does start to off spin, it'll start messing up your guibo, it'll mess up your carrier bearing, and probably much more. So you want to mark that. So once you get done with marking the front of the shaft, you can mark your carrier bearing if you want to. You don't really have to, as long as the front shaft and the rear shaft that connects into the differential are marked. Yo, what is up, guys? Sorry to interrupt the video. I kind of forgot some information about the drive shaft. So when you're at the guibo or at the differential, you want to make sure that you guys don't fully take them out. Just crack them loose on both sides. The reason why I say that is because you still got to rotate the drive shaft to get to the bolts that you cannot reach. Because it is a tight fit, especially for the nut on the back side. And it's going to require you to rotate the shaft. So that, and then when you are taking out the bolts, make sure you put your car in gear and put your e-brake up, and crack them, and then take it out of gear, e-brake, whatnot, and just continue that process until you have everything out. Once everything is loose, then take all the bolts out. And the way I did it is I drop the carrier bearing, and it gives it a little bit of play. It drops, and it gives both sides some slack. Then I took out the differential side, try to pulled it out of the slots, and then for the differential part, because there's like a nipple that goes inside the front shaft front drive shaft, and honestly, you're just gonna have to wiggle it out. When you're doing this, please be safe. Even if it comes down to it, please call a friend just to help you out. But it's gonna take some time to wiggle it out. That thing is heavy too, and just be safe when you're doing it. That's pretty much it. So let's get back to the video. One more thing before I let you guys go. I want to wish you guys a happy New Year's. I hope next year brings nothing but positivity and good vibes to you guys. And I wish you guys nothing but the best. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys, I guess, in the next episode. Alright guys, have a good night. Once the drive shaft is out the way, it's going to take some time. You're going to have to wiggle it out. But once it's out the way, it's pretty much 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. 5 bolts that connect the fuel cell to the chassis, to the undercarriage of the E30. And then you got this. This is pretty much a fuel hose that connects to a metal piping that goes right into the gas lock, if that makes sense. So I am sorry that I don't have the full process of me taking out the fuel cell. I know it was kind of half-assed, little walkthrough, but when I reinstall it, I'll kind of show you the steps then. But let's get into taking out the intake manifold and popping out the fuel rail. Alright, so we're in the engine bay, and we're going to take out the intake manifold. But there is a way to get your injectors out, which is taking off the valve cover, and you can pop out the injector, the fuel rail with the injectors, and get it out that way without doing all this. But I still got hoses to fix for the vacuum leaks and stuff like that. So I just rather take out the whole intake and change out the gaskets, clean up some stuff, and just really take a look at everything. But let's get right into it. The intake is out. Next episode, I'll show you how to. I'll show you guys how to clean out your fuel tank. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys made it this far, I know it was. I recorded for a long time. I have like maybe 3 hours of footage, but it'll probably be like 15 minutes long. Thank you guys for watching. I know we're still in the dating stage, but I appreciate all you guys. I can't say I love you guys yet because, you know, we're still dating. But thank you guys for watching. And like I said, there's a lot to come in 2020. And we're just getting started. So thank you for watching. Much love. And I'll see you guys in the next episode.